What's going on, everybody? How is everybody doing today? Where did everybody go? Where is everybody? It is about to storm and storm big time. Nike 3, you win, brother. You're the first one in here. What's up, Joe DeMasi? How are you, Joe? What's going on? Arturo Gomez. What's up, man? Isaac Ramirez. What's up, Isaac? How are you, brother? Did everybody enjoy the stream last night? I'm gonna wait till everybody gets in here. I got a little something to discuss regarding future Wednesday live streams. Already storming here in North Philly or near Philly. Night 3, yeah, brother. It's getting dark here. It's getting real dark. So we'll see. I was able to get my walking done, so I got about an hour of driving, and then I'm out. Plus my lunch, plus my last 10-minute break. So, did everybody enjoy the show? What's up, Game Time? Missed it, but I'll watch. Billy D. Thank you, brother. Appreciate you. Joe DeMasi. What'd you think last night, Joe? I'm just curious. What's your opinion? Yeah, Arturo. Again, Nate Thomas. I like Game Time. How are you, man? George Hawkins. I'm doing okay. How's the stream? Because the weather's coming in bad. Hopefully the stream's not bad. I only have one bar, so hopefully I'm not wigging out. Hopefully I'm good. Philly D, it was a great stream. Yeah, Joe, up until the Zoom call came in. Yeah. You see the Phillies got Bader. Yeah, we got Bader and the closer. My guy Mason Miller went to the Padres, and the Mets got the outfielder, but we got an outfielder too. Or the Mets got the right-handed relief pitcher. Good afternoon, Rollo. What's up, brother? That closer is a beast. Joe, yeah, I like him. Linda Conyers, how are you? Linda, you're fair and neutral because I got some negative feedback once the Zoom crew came in. I got a few people email me say Leo took over the show. Not to single Leo out. I love Leo, but what happened? Do you think that I need to scale back this using the Zoom crew on Wednesday nights? Just go with the people I pick beforehand and play it by ear. Let me know. I haven't been keeping up. I don't know about the ranges. It's just people got to go in and out, Brian. Game time. I'm optimistic on the next man up on our team with a shoddy. Hey, Comic Econ 1999. I'm going to be optimistic. That's just my nature right now. I'm not predicting Super Bowl. Again, I'm optimistic. I'm very optimistic about this offense. Again, I am. Game time. I hope you're having a great day. I'm doing good, man. It was a late night for me, but I'm doing well. Thanks. Mouse is in the house. It was a good show. People be butthurt. All right, Mouse. Well, nobody's butthurt, but again, just the fact that I'm allowing Zoom crew members in on a show where we got Terrence Parsons, we can't have any one person take over the show and just feel free to ask a question. You need to be addressed through me or Phil. That's how it should be. Hallie, hey Hallie, how are you, Hallie? You have to scale because the egos start to clash. Yes, Linda, I thought so. I think, it was kind of frustrating because Terrence, I don't think minded, but when you rewatch it, Linda, people just forget that it's a show, just like the whole Lord Brunson, Terrence Parsons Jr. thing. They actually they talk behind the scenes big time. So if you keep that in context, yes, I'm going to scale. People are going to be upset, but I'm going to scale it down. I got some advice from a few people that I like. One being Philly, and he was saying the same thing. So, Philly 500, that is. Hello, everyone. West Virginia, country boy, how are you? Not even thinking about the Super Bowl. I'm thinking one game at a time. Arturo, me too, brother. I'm with you. I'm optimistic, and I think the team this year will be pretty good. Just have to hope the injury stayed out. Yeah, that's all, Rolo. I just want an op. This is how I'm looking at it, everybody. As far as the Cowboys standpoint, we're on a different level than the Eagles. I'm looking to get into the playoffs, then flip a switch, and then we're going to judge our team on the playoffs. If we don't get into the playoffs, to me, that's a disappointment. For the Eagles, it's you have to win a division, right? There's really no other choice, and you need to get back to a Super Bowl. Anything less than that would be a disappointment. Yeah, it was awesome, Brian. Just got to have people have to go short because people, I've said it over and over and over, and yet I still have to mute people because I got people just, I love Jesse, but he doesn't know. He just keeps chiming in, and he doesn't realize what he doesn't realize. Drew does it. So again, and nothing against Drew, like a lot of people were doing it. Wade was doing it. Again, just to put your hand up, and I'll get to you. If you don't like your time, then like I said, I just won't do a Zoom call on my Wednesday night show when I have a guest. It's really about the guest. I need to have the show go the way that I want it to go, if that makes any sense. With somebody else's channel, they could do whatever they want. We went on for 2 hours and 45 minutes. It's not like if you're patient, I'll get to you. If you're patient, I will get to you. I have to go out of my way to get Hallie, and I felt bad for Commander Chris because he was a part of the panel, and yet he was being talked over the whole night. And it's like I got to rethink it. Darlene, I believe we're going to win 11 games. I like what Michael Parsons' brother's saying because you see him when you listen to him. He knows football. He definitely knows. Of course, he's his brother's keeper. Who wouldn't be? I would have my brother till my last breath. God rest his soul. So I appreciate that. But he knows the game. Some Eagle fans may not like what comes out of his mouth. That's on you. You didn't invent the game. Sorry, everybody. Either did he. Everybody's entitled to their opinion. Hallie, I've been rewatching the show. It was great, but it got to where you couldn't hear a lot. Bingo, Hallie. That's what I'm saying. Exactly. Very frustrating. People think they don't care that the rewatch value goes into shitter, Hallie. Excuse my language, but that's what happens. I've said it, and nobody wants to respect it. So, same here. I see the Eagles fans talk highly about players when they step in the door. We can do the same thing game time. Yeah, exactly. What's up? How are you, Drew? Game time in chat. You have to remember Prescott is 9-4. Arturo, I know that, but what does that really mean? Eagles aren't our Super Bowl, at least as far as I'm concerned. What I want to do is try and get into the playoffs and then hold my team accountable going from there. If we don't make the playoffs, that's a monumental disaster. Microsoft Teams, you can raise the hand. Yes, I know, Philly D, I have it, but I don't have Teams at home. We have it at work, but everybody, it's that would require. I don't really know exactly, but there's a hand thing, But no, everybody just wants to cut in and act like they're. See, I really enjoyed Terrence, but his Troy take was absolutely ridiculous. Drew, yeah, and again, like I tell you, he's allowed to have his opinion. I'm going to respect my guest. I went back a couple times and I told him my feeling. I'm not going to change his mind. He's not going to change my mind. I'm not going to do a video saying how ridiculous somebody sounds afterwards. I think that was rude. Linda, Joe, I say we do the raised hand thing on Zoom. You and Phil can. Again, Joe, I asked people that before, and look what happened last night. It's embarrassing when I have a guest on. Now, Terrence didn't realize. I don't think he picked up on it. Terrence had a lot going on with his Zoom. Obviously he was looking at the wrong camera. His Zoom wasn't working right, or his green screen. Thanks. I appreciate him for showing up anyway. But again, I got a few emails. I was talking to Mark. I was talking to Philly. And I got to change it up. It's doing great, but it could be better. Like the rewatch value needs to be, I don't want it to be like, I don't want that show to turn into a low budget movie. You know what I'm saying? It needs to. At times we're unbelievable in the Zoom crew, and then at times it's like we're yucking it up, and it's annoying. Mouse talking about Troy Aikman. I'm talking to his daughter. Yes, I'm him. Jesse makes noise out of nowhere. Yeah, he's got to stop it. And he's not the only one. There's a lot of them. I love Jesse, but you just can't. This isn't a backyard conversation. It's a TV show. People are tuning in every Sunday. When I got people saying, once the Zoom crew comes in, I tune out. I can't have that. No, it's not you, Drew. It's not just you. You got mad because I cut you off. I'm looking at fucking 30 people. Excuse my language. I'm looking at 30 people, and you weren't that long-winded, Drew. You really weren't. There were, and it's not right. You know, I get long-winded, and I zip up, and if you notice, I'll I'll pull out people and go, yo, what do you think, Hallie? What do you think, Joe DeMasi? What do you think, Randy? Because I want to keep everybody involved. This isn't the I know it all show. You know, that goes for me as well. But I am the one doing the interview. Phil got out of there because he was annoyed too. Think about that. Phil left because he was upset. That's my partner, right? Just because Terrence Parson says something doesn't mean that we got to ridicule and have multiple people call him out. We can disagree. Raise your hand. Joe DeMasi. It was chaotic, and I can't have it anymore. So, game time. Your Phillies made 2 good moves. Daniel M. I'm hoping we do more. We need a third baseman, in my opinion, but maybe I don't know. I stand fast on my beliefs. I think the rosters don't identify the team till week 8. Linda, it's if you saw my video this morning, Linda, there is no sealed envelope. There is no sealed envelope with the right answer. You start out the year looking one way, it can turn on a dime. I know we have talent. We have more talent than we did last year. We have question marks too. So it could turn on a dime. I know that's a couching it. Everybody wants me to say, we're going to the Super Bowl. Okay, we could. But we could if 9 out of 10 things go in one direction and we're hot at the right time, anybody can go to the Super Bowl. Shoot. But odds are it's not going to happen. I mean, he's going to defend his brother. Exactly. Game time, maybe we could use the hand. Yeah, again, I've tried that, Drew. So maybe we're just going to stop it for a while, and I'll just have a panel of 4 plus the guest. Like my I'm not going to care who it is. It's locked in now. I got to decide what I want to do because now I put myself in a position to go out and get big guests. So it's not going to happen every week. I don't mind having a give and take, but there needs to be just again. It's about once the Zoom crew comes in. If we talk over each other, it's rude, and I don't think you were like a part of that, Drew. So there's nothing against you, brother. It was a great show. I actually think it went well. Leo went a little long. Bingo. He needs to stop. I mean, he could talk all he wants on his channel, but he's got in and out. That's why you hear Rob. Rob texted me this morning, goes, Jesus. I'm like, yeah, I know. Because Rob was rewatching it. I'm like, I knew it as it was happening. Just go back and watch it. I was trying to, all right, let's go here, let's go there. You guys think I have an agenda. No, I'm trying to get everybody in. That's why I'm thinking Drew used the raised hand. Yeah, I know, but I've been saying it, and the same people keep doing the same thing. So, I mean, this is, Phil got real upset. So just to let everybody know, Phil was not happy because he couldn't get a word in edgewise. He couldn't. Now, this is after the Zoom crew came in. It's not like we don't have a lot of Zoom calls, so even if I limited that show, then That's fine. Like I'm probably gonna go live tonight for a little bit. It'll be a Zoom, like a channel member Zoom. I don't care. But when I have a guest on, we all got to be on P's and Q's. We may not agree with what he's saying. That's the thing. Just opinion. Some people take it to a different level and cursing and name calling everyone entitled to an opinion. Oscar, yes. Hallie, I don't have the hand option, so uh, that's why I kept going to you, Hallie, when I saw that you were there. As long as you're, you know, I don't mind. I like going around and doing that. I hear you, Comic Econ. It's just two different organizations with two different opinions, with two different ideal, yeah, ideologies regarding their team. It is what it is. Terrence was great. Mouse, I thought he was good. Terrence had gotten a bad rap from a lot of Eagle fans and the whole Lord Brunson. I got news for you. They're buddies. It's all for the clicks. I mean, Terrence ain't breaking bread with Lord Brunson. Lord Brunson reached out to Terrence to hang out. What does that tell you, guys? So if they can get along after stirring up everything on X, we can get along. The Cowboys seem committed with the CB room. Daniel M. Again, it doesn't hurt to add. Oh, we need depth. Right now, I'm not giving in my bet as of just yet. But if I lose it, I'll give Wade $100. That's nothing. I think the best thing to do is do a Zoom when you have a special case and a one-on-one. I think the best thing to do is Zoom when you have a special case is one-on-one. Yeah, maybe I'll bring in, you know, my next guest is going to be an eagle. I won't have it. I won't have an eagle to start out the Zoom call anyway. So I haven't decided on who else. I'm gonna start going. I need to start. That's why I like. And Momo was blowing me up last night on, complaining. Again, Momo, I didn't see it in the chat, brother. We all prayed for you. I know you're going through a rough time. Complaining about the softball questions. Again, it's my show. You could do whatever you want on your show. I asked him. I doubled down. We talked about contract. We got more into Micah than I thought we would or should. I didn't think it was right there to badger him about that. But he was a great guest. So shout out to Terrence Parsons. He is legendary, Drew. You know how I feel. But again, I told him, Eagle Wade said the same thing. Yes, Joe, that's the thing. When you think about rewatch, if that's why in the end I got to put my foot down because it's only hurting me. Nobody else gives a crap. They just want their 30 seconds of look. I got to talk to Terrence Parsons and crap on him, or be nice to him, whatever. It's not fair to me. Logan Motorsports, what's going on? Rob, hey, what's up, brother? We are trying to run it the right way because I don't like cutting off. It's not professional. I know, Mouse. I'm trying, man. I know you're not the first one to say that. You're not the first one to say that. But Mark warned me. This is what happens when you have a Zoom call that big with a guest. You end up getting yourself in trouble. I'm trying to do something that not a lot of people can successfully do, and it was good, but it got ugly. Go back and listen. It was bad again. Retards will compare Hurts to Aikman. Terrence Parsons knows that his brother is going to be the highest paid. Daniel M. It's going to happen. He's going to get signed. It's just a matter of time. But we did get some news last night. The news we got was Micah doesn't want to play past another 5 years. So think about that. Brian Broaddus, the end-all, be-all, knows everything, right? Is saying that certain guys aren't doing this, and I'm not even going to repeat some of it, but he was alluding that it's all about years. It's all about years. 4 years, 5 years. 4 years, 5 years. I asked his brother, I think his brother knows a little something about that. He said, Dak don't mind signing a 5-year deal. It's about guaranteed money. He said it to you last night. So it'll get done, as all contracts get done, in the 11th hour, and it is what it is. Jesse has Tourette's. That was my bad. I apologize if anybody actually does have Tourette's. Jackass! Oh, sorry. Game time. You missed out on Suarez. Yeah, where'd he go? The Gunner 19. Cowboys forever picked Pickens and Lamb will kill it, and Ferg and Mingo will be web. Yeah, again, I like Mingo. Mingo is actually, you get a load of this. If it is truly an open competition, Mingo is pushing Jalen Tolbert. That's a good sign, people. For us Cowboy fans, that's a good sign. Hey, D, how are you? I'm doing good. Bruce Banner need to be respectful to just saying, Logan. Seattle loves Suarez, and he played there previously. Ultra. Eli is better than Hurts. There has to be a better way to run things and in the same breath voice their opinion. Mouse, yeah, I know. I don't want to cut people out, but I do a lot of Zoom calls. So it's not like I do more Zoom calls than probably any YouTuber that I know of. So we're good, you know. Game time, I can't want to see the ladies show. Again, I can't make them. I mean, Hallie, I was going to have Hallie as the Dallas representative one of these weeks. So get ready, Hallie. And if Linda ever gets a camera, we can get on there. That would be great. And D, like if she wants to, I got news for you. I'm not like some suave dude. It took forever for me to feel comfortable turning on my phone and doing a video. When I first started this, I was like, oh, jeez. But, I think people appreciate it on some level. I like how inclusive your channel is, Brian. I always try to raise my... I know you do, Joe, and if I miss you, you guys got to remember, the Zoom call is over here, way off to the left. I have a screen way over here, so I'm not staring at the Zoom call. I'm looking at the actual broadcast and the chat, and I got to really... I really don't want to, stare at the Zoom call. I look over a lot, but... we got to figure out a way, because last night went downhill. Now, truth be told, it started going downhill when Terrence wasn't there on time, because I had a plan to do a nice interview. Like next week, I'm going to do a nice interview for a good 20, 30 minutes. Then I will bring in the 3 other people, whoever I figure out who's going to be. I might give a Commander Chris another shot, because he kind of got screwed over last night, because brought them in, then Terrence hopped in, so I don't know. Ultra got a man crush on Hurts. Oscar Prini, sup, my man. I was worried about a couple weeks ago, about the running game. I think the running game was just going to be much improved. It's going to be better. It's, in my opinion, of the running game, there's no doubt it's going to be better. But what does that mean? Is it going to be good in the fourth quarter? That's when I really care about it. If you have a lead, you want to be able to run the football. You want to keep the Eagles' offense or Detroit's offense on the sideline and be able to pound. That's what I like what they're talking about. Now, it's all talk. Will it actually, Christian? We're going to find out in the next month. Well, 6 weeks. 2 heavy hitters in Seattle make them dangerous. Yes. Brian, I'd like to be a part of the show one of these days. Have a lot to say, but I'll be extremely reasonable. Mouse, I would love it, brother. I would love it. Obviously, I would. People say, well, you should not allow Leo this, or you should not allow this person that. But if you're a Zoom crew member and there's a Zoom call, you're getting the link. That's part of it. I can't say, well, sorry, Leo can't be a part of it because he is long winded or Drew this or Wade. No, you guys are entitled to your true sense, but it's up to me to decide when those Zoom calls are. So feel free, Mouse. You become a Zoom crew member, you are in. You are in. Let's see, Rob A. Sorry, I rewatched it and I was cutting people off too. I will, Rob. Again, I didn't think you were that bad. It is what it is, brother. I was getting frustrated, not at any one person. Just I'm trying to conduct an interview with you know what it's like, Rob, when you go on vacation with a bunch of your friends, right? And everybody wants to do something different, and you're sitting there, and you guys end up sitting there in one spot doing nothing. Instead of saying, "All right, you guys go do your thing, we'll go do our thing, we'll meet up later." So that way everybody's having a good time. We all sitting around. What do you want to do? What do you want to do? That's kind of how I feel. I hope I wasn't adding to the chaos. I don't have a hand option. No, you're good, Hal. You were good. You were good. I like having you and a woman in there. People tend to back off and calm down when you start talking, just out of respect. So I appreciate that, Linda. Um, I got another a little over 3 minutes. Maybe bring in four at a time. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. I know Phil's fed up with it, so yeah, he was annoyed. Rob, what happened? My only thing is I don't want to piss too many people off. That's the thing. I must have muted Jesse about a dozen times last night, and you know I do it to Thomas because you hear the background. Jesse as well. You hear the stuff in the background. It is what it is. Have you considered a timer? I have one, V, but they don't listen to me. They were talking over me, and that's a big sign of disrespect. That's a no. I'm trying to be cool with everybody, but it's all good. I mean, it was a very, very good stream up until a certain point. So, it is what it is. We are all passionate people who love our teams. We just have to cool out. Yeah, me included. I agree, Drew. When Pizzle was on, it was a great show. Yeah, and people want that. Philly D, they want that screaming for clicks, but I'm not into that. I just assume let's disagree. I would just assume have a different type of show. We have plenty of time to disagree and get your digs in, and that's fine. I mean, everybody does it. But it's just the whole talking over and feeling like the show is yours and going on and on and on and on and on. In and out, baby. Like Rob was saying, in and out, in and out, in and out. But I agree with your wife, Rob. But I got to be careful. I just don't want to mute people. West Virginia. Flip Shelton, what's up, brother? Let me get to the end because I was very impressed how fast Terrence can come up with stats in different games. Hallie, he knows his shit. So at the end of the day, I think you saw a different part of him, which is kind of what I was shooting for. I didn't know how much we talk about Micah, but he kept going there. At the end of the show, he kept talking. So I was happy. Thanks, Logan Motorsports. I appreciate it. So y'all saying these players are better QBs than Hurts. Lord, does it really matter what anybody says? You know what I mean? You're coming off a Super Bowl. Look at it that way. Who cares what people think? Do I care that Lord Von, that Terrence doesn't think that Aikman was great? No. I mean, he's young. He didn't live through it. I was trying to say it was a different game, Lord Von. I mean, Aikman got the snot beat out of him before he won. That's the impressive part. Nowadays, a lot of these quarterbacks never get to where Aikman got to because they just get beaten into the turf. Ultra, I know they can get anyone because they have money. Clemente, ENT appointment, ear, nose, and throat. It's all right, bro. Thanks. Keep it up, Game Time. You're doing good. It's just got ugly at the end. Thanks, Joe. I appreciate it. Last night live stream was good. Just needs to be buttoned up. Yeah, we need to button up. I thanked Rob because Rob does get to the chat, even if I mean, he will like get the Dallas people too and Commander people. Again, all inclusive people. This is all opinion based. Yeah, I know there's stats involved, and if I'm wrong on the stats, by all means, call it out. You know, but in reality, this is just a hey, you know. All right, I'm over 30. Momo, there he is. Sorry, everybody. I gotta roll. I'll talk to everybody later. Look for a link tonight. I'm not gonna stream during the game. Not tonight. But I may do one when I get home. We shall see. Late.